Hello, friends. It is Friday. Welcome to a gathering of our village, such as we have not had in a little while. I did miss you. I was away on a gig in an undisclosed place doing some undisclosed things, but I can guarantee you it involved tarot and was just so great and so fun. So I did miss you. I did have a great trip. Thank you all for your well wishes. It's Friday, and so we will be doing your Friday weekly wrap-up, where we will look at the week that was, and where I will pull single cards for those who request to do just that. Now, since we did not have a 3-card weekly reading on Monday, we will just do a single card for the collective and go from there. So happy once again to see all of you. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, with your Saturday Psychic Sampler, and we have our members-only live stream on Monday. So hope to see you there. Oh, baby cakes, I missed you as well. All right. Well, I guess we just need to go do this. Let's get on over to CardCam, where you can see, right, how original am I? I'm just using, this is my desk deck right now. It does not come out on gigs. It does not go to the office for in-person readings. But if I'm doing a phone reading, this is probably what I'm using right this minute in this season. So that's what I'm using today. And before I get started, I want to say a huge thank you to Cassandra Revelta. Thank you for being a member, Cassie, for more than 3 years. And thank you for starting us off with a super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Okay, so 1 card for the collective to wrap up the week that was, or the collective. The King of Pentacles. This certainly fits my week. I hope it fits yours as well. I think here we were just trying to be good leaders of our own lives, our own families, our own communities, trying to take care of what we need to take care of in terms of work, in terms of money, in terms of well-being, just trying to do what we need to do. And sometimes that's all that can be done. So I feel like collectively, that's what we've been up to. Not a bad thing. All right, over on YouTube Vertical, Eric, whose name is David, good to see you. Let me know if you would like a card. We are live streaming on YouTube, OG, and Vertical, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. So wherever you are, if you'd like a card, let me know. I will do my best to make that happen for you. All right, and Candy B says that King of Pentacles, a perfect fit for the collective. I agree. Okay, let's get going. David, Eric Mendez over on YouTube Vertical. I'll go ahead and do you first. Here's a card to wrap up your week. The 9 of Cups reversed. There are some things going on this week that are not to your liking. It's not the way you wish it were. It's not the way you would want it to be. However, there's a lot you can do going forward to think about what you want and what changes do you have to make what you want possible. And that's the way forward. Joanne Matthew over on Facebook, good to see you. It was so good to see you for Weird Wednesday. For those of you who missed our second installment of Weird Wednesday, the link is up. Definitely worth watching the replay. Joanne Matthew, a card to wrap up your week. The 2 of Swords reversed. Joanne, there are ways that you are not feeling at peace. And some of that may be the drive of creation, things you've been trying to make, things you've been trying to do. And that's great. But I think there are other things, maybe things outside of your control, where you're not happy, where you're not feeling like you have what you need and you're not quite sure what to do about it. Trust your own magic, trust your own intuition to find your way forward. All right. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years, and thanks for being a moderator as well. So good to see you. Wrapping you up, Smile Soul 20, with the Two of Pentacles. You know, I know your family has gone through some difficulty recently, and I know things have not been super easy for you. And I feel like, Smile Soul 20, what you did this week is what you always do in difficult times, which is really the right thing to do, which is one foot in front of the other, do what you have to do, head down, just keep on going. And I think that's what you did. And I think that's what you needed to do. And I think that's what keeps you going forward. We want more for you. We hope for more for you. But for this week, in difficult times, you did a good job. All right. Oh, Joanne, I'm sort of sorry. I would have preferred, Joanne, for you to say, I have no idea what you're talking about. But, you know, sending you love and so happy to see you. Okay, very quickly, back for David. David wants for his father. So David, Eric Mendez for your dad. Queen of Cups. The important thing this week has been the happiness of the people that you care about. That's where the focus needs to be. That's where I think it has been, and that's where it needs to be. The happiness and well-being of the people you care about. There it is. Okay, Neil, over on Instagram. Certainly, here we go. Neil, Three of Pentacles. This week, I think you did an absolutely fabulous job taking care of what you need to take care of. This could be work, this could be creative, it could be home, it could be business, but whatever you did it well, and I think people are seeing it. So I feel like there is some recognition for your good work. Over on Twitch, Sailor Dune, good to see you. Thanks for being here. 8 of Cups, not the easiest. This week, I think you're dealing with some heavy emotional stuff where you are, I think, finding your way forward and finding your healing, but I feel like it's not easy. So well done, but give yourself some grace. Yeah, walking away from your toxic mom, that makes so much sense. Okay. Yes. Over on YouTube Vertical, Virginia Sirwa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Wrapping up your week with the world reversed, like your week isn't done. And there's a lot I think you wanted to get done this week that you did not have a chance to do. And that feels difficult as well. What I'm going to say is give yourself time, give yourself space, give yourself grace as much as you possibly can. Because I feel like you've got a lot on your plate and that just does not end as the week ends. So you're doing a good job, but give yourself grace and give yourself time. Over on Facebook for Carol. Good to see you, Carol. Here is a card to wrap up your week, Carol. Queen of Swords. This week, I think you did a very good job seeing what is true and responding appropriately. Yes, Carol, I'm doing you right now. This is you, for you, right now. This week, I think you did a good job staying in your integrity, staying in your intelligence, and doing what you need to do even when it's hard. And I think people around you see it. They may not appreciate it all the time, but I think they see that you are doing the right thing. All right. Melissa Grosso, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. I did have a great trip. I don't have any other trips planned, but if anyone else wants to fly me to an undisclosed location for interesting tarot shenanigans, I'm up. Just let me know. All right, Melissa, here we go. Wrapping up your week. Look at that. This was our collective card. Melissa, you get the same card that the collective gets, which is very, very strong for you. This suggests that this week you were a fabulous leader. Whether we're talking about your own life, your personal life, or your work life, I feel like there is just so much strength here, and you need to recognize what a good job you are doing. And you pulled the King of Pentacles reversed this morning. So my question to you, Melissa, are you feeling it more reversed or feeling it more upright? Like, I feel like it's reversed because you wish you were not in the position you're in. But given that you are in this position, I think you're handling it really, really well. And there is something to be said for doing a task that you wish you didn't have to do and doing it well. There is something to be said for that, I must say. Katie Kondo, so good to see you over on Vertical. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for gifting a membership. And you gifted Justine, man, that was a well-placed gift. Very, very well done. I love that. Okay, over on Instagram, we've got Isilkin19. I hope I did not mispronounce that. I probably did. For you, the Four of Swords. This week, I think, has been about healing. And if you didn't recognize that, you may have felt like you were banging your head against a wall. One way or the other. One way or the other. I feel like you are doing what you need to do for your own well-being, and you need to lean into that. Now, for Salametkin, I can call you Can. Okay, very good. So for you, a card for you, Strength. This week you did such a good job being kind and loving without letting anyone take advantage of you. You know, like there's like this really sweet spot with this card where you're doing all the right stuff. You're taking care of others, you're doing for others, but at the same time, you're in it from a place of strength, not from a place of being taken advantage of. Well done. Oh, Carol, that's great. Thank you so for enforcing my logic. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. V365 over on Twitch. Judgment reversed. So here's the thing. This week, I think it's become very clear that there is something you need closure to, that you have to lean into letting go of, releasing, getting closure, changing the way you're telling the story. And that, I think, is not just for this week. I think this may be an ongoing thing, that you need to look at the areas of your life where you need closure. All right, Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thank you for being a member for more than 3 years. And this is your birthday week. Everyone say happy birthday to Jeannie Mnuchin. Again, thank you for being a member for more than 3 years. We really appreciate you. Let's do a wrap-up card and a birthday card. Okay, first of all, wrapping up your week. 3 of Cups. So I feel like, Jeannie, you may be feeling some stirrings of community. You may be feeling some sense of friendship and connection and creativity growing. And that's a beautiful thing. Now, excuse me, please excuse me. All right. Now, Jeannie, for your birthday, here is your birthday card, a card to contemplate as you open up to a new year. The 2 of Cups. Now, remember, your week was the 3 of Cups. Your birthday, the Two of Cups. Your week talks about larger community. Both of these cards can speak of beautiful, creative collaboration. And this can really speak of self-esteem, self-love, the healing power of love, romance, deep friendship, and great partnerships. And I think those are things you're going to be opening up to this week. Very good. And Katie Kondo, let me do a card for you. Let me do a card for you to wrap up your week, Katie Kondo. Thank you so much. We have the Nine of Wands for you, Katie. And I mean, we know this is the card of the wounded warrior. It's not been the easiest week. It's not been the easiest few months, but here you are doing what you need to do. And yes, your car is on its way home. That's going to help so much. You are doing what you need to do and you will get there. And that is the bottom line. All right. Okay. Judy Hoffman Kerr, haven't seen you in a long time over on Facebook. Here we go. The Lovers reversed. I think there's a lot this week that has made you feel not good about you, or not good about your circumstances, or not good about the people around you. It is so important going forward, Judy, for you to remember who you are and connect with people who see you and know you and understand you. That is so important. Carolina McMahon, thank you for being a new member on YouTube. We really appreciate you. Here is a card to end your week. Strength, you're the second person to get this. So this is so interesting because on one hand, there's a part of you who is getting kind of upset, understandably, and there's a part of you that's trying to be gentle and kind. This week, you really tried to find the balance between the two. How can you be assertive? How can you stand up for yourself, but still do it in a gentle way, in a way that's going to be heard? That's the key, man. That is the whole freaking key. And I think you're striking the right tone, Carolina. I'm not saying you're getting the right results yet, but you're striking the right tone, and that's important. Okay, Eric Mendez, for your mother, yes. The Sun. I think this week you did a good job sort of trying to be lighthearted and trying to share that lighthearted energy with others. But there is a question of own happiness and the happiness of others and how that all balances out. Are you really happy? Can you be happy with what's going on? Are there changes that need to be made? Those are the questions. Joy Isles, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a wrap-up card for you. Now, this is interesting. King of Pentacles, this was our collective card, but now it is reversed. Now it is reversed. So what are we going to do with that? I feel like it's an even more important message for you, Joy, that this week, I feel like you have been really needing to focus on your own stability, your own security, how you can be in charge of your life. And there have been things going on not to your liking, but I think you're doing what you need to do to try to fix it. And that's the key. Over on YouTube Portrait, Nada Iva, good to see you. Here's a card for you. The Emperor reversed. There were things going on this week that did not feel stable and did not feel good, whether that's personally or in a larger sense. I think going forward, the thing you have to do is seek out as much stability as you can for yourself. All right. Teresa, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We really appreciate you, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a wrap-up card for you, Teresa. 2 of Cups. So are we dating? Have we met somebody? Are we thinking about that? Are we open to that? Like, that could be cool. But I also think maybe you are increasing in your own sense of self-esteem. You are increasing in your own relationship with yourself. You are increasing in your ability to see the healing that you bring to your own life. And that's a beautiful thing. But I still think that bodes well for the future, too. All right. Barbie Bird, you are up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. So glad you're back. Thank you. It is good to be back. I did have it is so interesting to have work that is so much fun that you're sad to leave. But that is indeed what happened to me. What a week you've had. Okay, here is a wrap-up card for you, the Magician. I feel like this week you were learning, you were growing, and you were using your skills well. I think that the universe may have thrown some curveballs at you, but I think you handled it really, really well. Looking forward to tomorrow. Good, good. Does that mean we'll have a juicy question? I cannot wait. All right. Adrija Roy, you are up next. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Wrapping up your week, Adrija, with the 4 of Pentacles. So this week, I think you did a good job taking care of yourself. Taking care of your money, taking care of your body, just taking care of yourself. And that's what you need. I think there is some, I think there is some sense that you've worried that you will not have what you need in terms of support or community or money or whatever. This suggests that you will have what you need, but it feels difficult right now. Okay, Von Ray, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We appreciate you. And I do want to remind everyone that our members-only live stream is coming up early next week. All right, Von Ray. Here we go. Temperance reversed. I know that I am never allowed to say to you that you should be patient. I do recognize that sometimes when we see temperance reversed, we think of the need for patience or lack of patience. But, to me, this suggests that this was a frustrating week, maybe in some ways even more frustrating than usual. However, it also says to me that answers and solutions that you have been looking for are on their way. I don't know what form they will come in, but they are on their way. And that feels important. All right. Mariana, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Mariana, we have the 3 of Swords here, suggesting that maybe this was a difficult week or some hurtful things may have happened this week. And I'm so sorry to say that. I think that the key going forward is about focusing on healing and looking at what is hurtful and what do you want to do about it, and sort of be as proactive as you can be. Lisa E., so good to see you. Thanks for being here, and thank you for the welcome back. It is good to be back. We're going to do wrap-up cards for you and Jenna, of course. Von Ray, you are very welcome. Thank you for not hating me for sort of using the P word. Sorry. Sending you love. Anyway. All right. All right. Lisa E., here we go. Okay. Lisa E., wrapping you up. 10 of Wands reversed. This week, I really feel like there was something here where you may have felt more support, or you may have felt like you knew how to get more support, or you may have felt like you had good friends around you. And that feels good, like you're not isolated and on your own all the time, and that's really good. Now for Jenna, the 10 of Pentacles reversed. This feels like kind of wrapping your brain around some difficult family stuff. And it's interesting, didn't you both get 2 reversed 10s, right? 10 of Wands reversed, 10 of Pentacles reversed. So the reversal improves the 10 of Wands. It does not improve the 10 of Pentacles. And I think since the two of you are family to each other, I'm going to say that overall you are both together and separately dealing with some heavy generational stuff. Lisa, you're learning how to work with different energies that support you better. And Jenna, you are just now seeing what this journey is going to look like. Hey, Paula, I see you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. You are in the queue. Glad you're here. Audrey M., you are up next. Thanks for being here. And okay, yep. Just making sure I'm not skipping anyone. Okay, Audrey M., good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. 3 of Pentacles reversed. I'm sorry, did I say Pentacles? I didn't mean it. I meant Wands. 3 of Wands reversed for Audrey M. Hello. Do I know tarot? Yeah, a little bit. All right, Audrey. There is something here where this week, I feel like you may be changing your vision of what you want for your future or what you think is possible for your future. In a way, it feels a little sad, a little bittersweet. It may be about accepting a certain reality, or it may be about deciding there's something that you're not going to put your energy toward fighting for. One way or the other, this is like a deep journey that you've been on this week, and I don't think it's finished. I think you're still going to be thinking about your way forward for a little while now, and that's fine. All right, Cassie, you are up next. Once again, thank you for the super sticker. Cassandra Revelta, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We're going to do you, Raquel, your mom, and Gemini Sun. Absolutely. So starting with you. And oh, you're so sweet. Oh, my goodness. Are we back in action? Yes. I am so desperately needy and ready for this Friday wrap-up. Understood. I missed you too. All right. And yeah, as I said, no further travel plans for a little while. So we'll be pretty normal. You know, whatever normal is for this village, we'll be that for a while. All right. Cassandra, wrapping up your week. 5 of Wands reversed. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you really don't want conflict. You really want peace. But are you doing what you need to do to create peace? Or are you biting your tongue to avoid conflict? What's really going on here, and is it serving you? I think you need to look at your relationship with your communication around difficult things. Are you able to communicate in a way that is not creating conflict, but it also is not fearing conflict? That's really the question that I have. Now, for Raquel, 5, oh, you're both getting these reversed 5s. Mother and daughter getting reversed 5s. That's interesting. 5 of Swords reversed. I feel like you have really tried to be the negotiator, the mediator. Let's make everything work. But if that doesn't work, you will have to use other tactics. And time will tell. Time will tell on that one. And for Gemini Sun, Three of Pentacles reversed. There is something that has been going on recently that objectively is not working the way you wanted it to work. And you need to look at what tweaks or what changes you need to make to create improvement. Caroline McLaughlin, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. You get the Three of Pentacles upright. This week, you did a great job, whether this is personal, professional, or both. You did a great job taking care of everything you need to take care of. And I think other people see it and appreciate it. Okay, and I just wanted to read this feedback. Joyce Ocean, you're up next. I just wanted to read this feedback from Teresa. I pulled the Two of Cups for myself today as well. Not dating, but I did prove my eligibility in the program I've been fighting for. Oh, so good. And the job I applied for is still checking my references as of today. So that's all good news, and that all feels good for the Two of Cups for sure. All right. Joyous Ocean, here we go. Hang on 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure I'm staying caught up here. Okay, Joyous Ocean, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Cards for you and Jada. And thank you for the welcome back. Good to see you. All right. Joyous Ocean, wrapping you up with the moon reversed. You did a good job this week going deeper, finding solutions, finding answers, figuring out what you really feel, figuring out what is really true. And that's good. It's weird and murky to do that, but it's necessary. That deep dive into all the things is necessary. For Jada, Queen of Wands, or in this case, Queen of Rods reversed. I feel like you weren't feeling your best, either physically, mentally, emotionally, in some way not feeling your usual strength. So good self-care going forward is what is needed. Nalini Kalu, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We really appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. All right. Here is your wrap-up card. The Star reversed. So Nalini, I think, I know you've been working on your physical healing and on other healing. And here we go. Saw another doc yesterday, diagnosed with a bad staph infection and unrest for 10 days. Took a month to get that diagnosis. Hope it didn't spread, feeling really dry and been a rough month. Yeah, my goodness, that is really difficult. So yeah, this card is very appropriate. You are on your healing path, but it's going to take time. And we are all sending you so much love and healing. Oh my gosh. So you're doing what you need to do anyway. My goodness. 64 Amy Penn. Good to see you. The Hermit reversed. I think this week you may have spent some time in conversation with some people, be that personal, professional, whatever, but I think some conversations that will move you forward in the long run in a positive way. Candy B, good to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you for your kind words. We are wrapping up you and Marlon. Here we go. Okay, so Candy B, Ace of Pentacles reversed. It could be there's a bit of a health issue. It could be there's a financial issue. It could be there's a way you're feeling ungrounded or not sure of the way forward. You may need to sort of spend some time fixing whatever that is. For Marlon, And see, like the two of you are such opposites. Marlon's like, fine, grounded, invite the neighbors over, everything's good, right? So for Marlon, I think you did a good job building community and building goodwill with people this week. Well done. Over on Twitch, Shadowgate8, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Four of Swords reversed. I think this was a really busy week, and I think you may have had to push yourself. And, you know, sometimes we got to do what we got to do, and you did a good job. But I feel like as soon as possible, you need rest. You need time for yourself. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, Christine Hallowell, good to see you. I did have a very good trip. It was a working trip, but it was fun. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. King of Wands. What a good job you did this week. I don't know if this is about spirituality, creativity, career, martial arts, family. I have no idea. All of the above. I just don't know. But I really feel like you have risen, Christine, to a new level of proficiency in all the things. So look for that. It's a great thing. Betty Flesher, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. There's that King of Pentacles. This was our collective card today. Betty, so this says like this is doubly strong for you, suggesting that whatever you did this week, you were practical, you were appropriate, you were a strong leader, you were making appropriately wise decisions for the well-being of all. Good job. All right, Mix You Ear. Michelle, so good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for being a member. Again, reminding the members, our members-only live stream is coming up next week. Okay, Mix You Ear, here we go. The High Priestess reversed. I feel like something happened this week. I don't know if this is something someone else did or something you're doing to yourself, baby cakes, but there's something here about not feeling like you're enough, not feeling good enough, or not feeling that you'll have what you need, or questioning your decisions in some way. And I just want to turn this right side up because you just need to be in your place of peace and balance, knowing that you're doing all the right things. Hey, Michelle's Mystic Corner. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. We'll do a card for you right now. Page of Cups reversed. I feel like there is so much here about... I feel like there is so much here about the parts of your heart that feel so much pain that really can't be expressed, and how you are spiritually and consciously doing that healing work, but how it's a private thing and other people may not be able to see that. So I feel there's a lot of that going on this week. Okay, Skateboard 3, good to see you. You are in the queue. On Fridays, I do a card to wrap up your week, which is what I will be happy to do for you. It may or may not answer your question. All right, Baby Cakes, you are very welcome. Joyous Ocean, you are very welcome. Okay. Okay, here we go. Jackie Masters, you are up next. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years, and thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Give me just 1 second. Here we go. 10 of Wands reversed. I feel like this week you maybe got a little bit of a break. Maybe got to talk to a friend. maybe got to do something that wasn't entirely work focused. And I sure hope that's the case, because you need that once in a while. And this sort of suggests to me you have support and you have friends. All right. Over on Twitch, suspicious username. So good to see you. Here you go. Queen of Pentacles. This week you did a good job nurturing your well-being of body, mind, spirit, and bank account, taking care of business and doing what you needed to do. So well done. Good job. Karina Gallant, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. The Emperor reversed. So there's some things for you that are not feeling as stable as you would like them to feel. And whether that's in your own life or whether you're looking at larger community or state or nation, there's something that's not feeling good for you right now. The key is to see what you can do going forward to bring stability and community to yourself. Suspicious username. Yup, thanks, I sure did. Well done. All right. Christina R., good to see you. We're going to do you, Karen, and Kim. Here we go. For you, Christina R., Two of Pentacles. I think you're still sort of figuring out the work money thing and how to make everything work. And it's a little frustrating, but you're doing what you need to do. And there it is. For Karen, all righty then. Karen, I think this may have been a tough week. I don't know if this is personal, professional, or what, but be careful. Do not get stuck up in your head. And Kim, Christina R.'s sister, Kim, 10 of Swords reversed. Things have been difficult, but I feel like there's a little light at the end of the tunnel. And I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that. Medium that rocks. You are up next. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member. You had a big week. Let's see. How did you do? How did you do? The Star reversed. I think on the outside you did great. You did great. On the inside, I think you are still feeling like you're pulling from a dry well in certain moments, but you're doing it. You're finding the energy and you're doing what you need to do. It is not easy, but you are doing it. And that's what matters. And feedback from Christine Hallowell. Excuse me. Thank you. Yes, I've made changes internally that assist my healing. Working with my ancestors, nice. And I've reignited my passion through new ways of creativity. It always feels so good when that happens. Always a good thing. Okay, Vaishali, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Vaishali, we've got the Lovers reversed. And I think this week you may have had some issues with not feeling like you belong, not feeling like you have good people around you, not trusting your choices. That's hard when that happens, but it's up to you to change that story. And that's the whole thing. That's what needs to be done. Oh, medium that rocks. Made a big commitment, being asked to do more. Not sure if I should commit. I'll be back tomorrow. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Sarah F., good to see you. Could me and my boyfriend have a card? Yes. I will do one for you and one for your boyfriend. Here we go. For you, Sarah F., well, look at that. I love that. The Six of Swords. So to me, this suggests that you are, this week, that you have made some decisions and done some things that are moving you forward appropriately. And that feels good. I hope you feel that. I hope you see that. For your boyfriend, strength reversed, where I see some frustrations. Like I feel like for this particular week, things may have in some ways gone easier for you, Sarah, than they did for your boyfriend. For your boyfriend, we see some frustrations. And with those frustrations, the thing that is required is patience and strategy. That's the thing. Oh, Betty Flesher, tarot question. Can the Nine of Wands be getting help from your friends? Absolutely, yes, especially for me when reversed. When reversed, it's like, yeah, I am not doing this all on my own. I am asking for friends. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it can also, the Nine of Wands can be like, same with the Ten of Wands, both of those cards. You should not do this all alone. If you can avoid doing it all alone, ask for help. Both of those cards, I think. What do you think? All right. Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Oh, Betty, reversed was what you meant. Yeah, for me, especially reversed. Yeah. Okay. Ashley, here we go. The Empress. Ashley, this week, I think you did a very good job nurturing what needed to be nurtured, taking care of yourself and others. This could speak to some family stuff, taking care of family people, seeing family people, having family members take care of you. But one way or the other, there's a sense of nurturance, creativity, and creating success. So well done. Paula Rosenthal, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. We have the Eight of Wands for you, Paula. This past week, I think you did a very good job really trying to have solid communication in real time with the people who really mattered. Really trying to establish what you need in order to go forward, asking the right questions, having the right conversation. You don't have the information you're looking for yet, but you're doing what you need to do to create it. Okay, Skateboard 3, good to see you. So what we're doing today is a card for the week that was, wrapping up your week. I see you have a specific question. You and everyone else should try to join us tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern time when we do the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you can, and in fact must, ask specific questions. So wrapping up your week, Skateboard 3. King of Pentacles reversed. The thing here that I think is important, and this may answer your question, there's a lot that may feel more solid than it really is. As you're looking at your life and as you look at just what's going on this week, there may be some things that are not as clear or as stable as they appear. And so you want to tread very carefully in terms of what you believe to be true or what you're counting on. All right. All righty. My friends. Hey, Yogi One Kenobi has just joined us over on Insta. It is last call for readings. If we've accidentally skipped you, that was certainly not the intention, but it does sometimes happen. Please reiterate your question. If you are just joining us, get your request in right away. I will be back multi-streaming tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern time, where we do the Saturday Psychic Sampler. You ask specific questions and I give specific answers. Next week, we have our members only live stream. That is YouTube horizontal only and only for the members. We're going to talk about intuitive development and how we use tarot in that regard. So definitely mark your calendars for that one. I am looking around and I am not seeing other questions. So once again, it is last call. I want to thank all of you so much. Special shout out to the members, the moderators, people helping out with super chats and super stickers. Welcome to the new subscribers. I am available for readings. I do have some time today and this weekend, and of course next week. We are coming up to the 4th of July weekend, and once again, I work while you play. So you can book your session with me, and I will look forward to working with you either for a reading or mentoring. If you want to increase your tarot reading skill, I can help with that too. My friends, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Take really good care.